Wearing your mask gives our student athletes a chance to continue playing. Thank you for supporting them. And now, we invite you to stand and honor America with the national anthem. Performing it this evening is Easton Henry.
High school basketball here on youtube.com/SpanishFork17. Great to be with everybody here tonight. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. We have crosstown rivalry basketball, Spanish Fork and Maple Mountain. The Dons come in hungry for a win. Maple Mountain trying to protect the home court. This should be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, Dons are 1-11. They won their very first game against Hurricane, and then they've been in most ball games, and they're scoring points. They just can't come out with a W.
Let's go ahead and take a look here as they announce the Spanish Fork starters. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing keys to the game for Spanish Fork.
So, from what I see, what Spanish Fork needs to do is aggressive defense. They have to not worry about fouling, get up in their faces, make Maple Mountain uncomfortable. They score a lot of points, like I said before, but they also let the other team score a lot of points. So I think if they step up their defense and focus on that, it should be the biggest key. Now the second one, a facilitator on offense, right? I was looking at the stats and I want to see more assists from point guard, more assists and generating shots for other people. A lot of times Spanish Fork comes down and it's one and done, right?
Kate Olson comes into the ball game with their leader in assists with just a little over 3 a game.
Right, and he's not the point. Right, he's not the point guard. Now the third one is you need 3 double-digit scorers tonight. I mean, you got Zach Argyle, you got Olson, Kate Olson, and Maury Bennett. He averages 11, but they all three, the big three, need to score in double digits today, and Zach Argyle probably needs to hit 20.
It'll be interesting to see. Let's flip over to Maple Mountain, Jerry. We've seen the Golden Eagles a lot the last couple of weeks. They might be playing their best basketball of the season in some ways, but the biggest question is for Maple Mountain, when they get a lead, they have to be able to make sure they don't let the team back in. Right. Let's take a look at their keys to the game.
Well, don't get complacent. We saw that against Salem. We saw that against Springville. The past 2 games, they were dominating the teams and let them back in the second half. And, you know, both of those are rivals, been rivals in Region 8 forever, and let them back in the ballgame. The second one, no transition turnovers. And this goes for Spanish Fork as well. I would say not transition turnovers for Spanish Fork, but play just in their normal offense, no turnovers. And limit second chance baskets. That has been one of the detriments of Maple Mountain. One of the things that they needed to work on most in their game.
We're set and ready to go for the opening tip-off. Ryan Flake against Seth Kromenhoek. And the tip is won by Kromenhoek. Maple Mountain will have the first possession. Cole Rollins with the basketball. Kromenhoek, a quick pop on the three, misses, but Tice Stevens pulls the rebound, and Maple Mountain gets their first offensive rebound of the night. Maple Mountain in the home white uniforms. Spanish Fork in the black visiting uniforms. As Cole Rollins has the basketball.
It looks like kind of a man matchup or matchup zone defense. Good take.
Cooper
Good take
Littledyke
inside.
over Cade Olson, and Olson pulls the rebound, and back comes Spanish Fork.
Yeah, great defense by Cade Olson right there.
And Olson there, I think, loses the ball off his, they're going to say went off Maple Mountain. It will stay here with Spanish Fork. Sorry, I'm going to change it. That was Zach Argyle the whole time. I'm used to Cade Olson wearing 3 in football, Jerry, and he doesn't wear 3 on the basketball floor. Here's Argyle with the basketball.
Yeah, you cannot leave him open.
Drops it in. And there's a layup. That one is good for number 30. And looking to see who that is. I had that as Kobe Healy on my roster, but here's Littledyke on the other end. That one can't go.
No
Cole
call.
Rollins, though, with his second Maple Mountain offensive board of the night.
Yeah, 2 offensive opportunities, second chance opportunities on 2 possessions.
Up at the top, here's Littledyke, hands it off to Cole Rollins. Littledyke for 3, that one is off. Kromenhoek tips the rebound, though. Maple Mountain will reset it.
Yeah, Kromenhoek plays a lot bigger than what he is.
6:21 to play opening quarter, 2-0 lead for Spanish Fork. Littledyke over to Kromenhoek, here's Stevens now. Owen Blakey on the drive. Stevens now cuts towards the basket, throws it away.
Stevens passed up an open 3-pointer.
Argyle with the left hand, that one doesn't go. Iera with the rebound, and he'll kick it back out.
You know, the refs are letting it go a little bit. There's contact on both sides, but
Roman Iera off with the 3. Rebound ran down by Tice Stevens. Baseline drive, Kromenhoek up
great
over
defense.
Flake.
Great defense by Flake. Not giving up the baseline, but that foul is called first against Flake.
That's the first on Flake. He comes in averaging just a little over 5 points and then 3 rebounds a game. Probably like to see those rebound numbers go up if you're head coach Ryan Kunzler.
So that last possession, Kromenhoek passed up a 3, and Stevens passed up a 3.
Free throw good there for Seth Kromenhoek. Kromenhoek just a tad below 10 a game. Hits his second free throw, tied back up at 2 with 5:46 to play here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, but you can't measure the intangibles that Kromenhoek gives you. Well, you can with the rebounds and block shots or misdirected shots.
Here's Flake.
Great take.
Couldn't get it to go, and Argyle pulls the rebound. Cross-court pass. Iera thought about it. Now he'll put it on the deck. Left hand off the glass, gets the roll, and the Dons back on top, 4-2.
Great play by Roman Iera.
Back the other way, Cole Rollins up over Iera. We're tied, back up at 4.
I like that matchup for Maple Mountain.
Argyle against Littledyke could be a fun one tonight as Ryan Flake knocks down the jump shot in this game, getting some pace to it here.
Don's coming out
Tice
smoking.
Stevens tries to answer, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Spanish Fork. Here's Cade Olson.
Yeah, Kromenhoek almost had that one. He needed some help from his team.
And Zach Argyle for the first time tonight hits a 3. He averages about 17 a game. Jerry said he needed 20, and there's 3 towards that 20 tonight.
Oh, he can score anytime he wants to.
5-point lead for Spanish Fork on the road.
You know, I'd like to see Spanish Fork one more play specifically for Zach Argyle to get him open.
Here's Littledyke, gets it to Kromenhoek. Rollins at the top against Iera. Cromanhook may have a little bit of a mismatch there against Flake. We'll have to watch that matchup as Owen Blakey off the glass, couldn't get it to go. Dons pull the rebound. Up ahead, the ball nearly thrown away, but last touch by Maple Mountain.
That's an intangible from Cromanhook right there.
And with 3:59 to play in the first quarter, it's a 9-4 lead here for Spanish Fork. Iera bringing the basketball up, and that one's thrown away, stolen by Blakey.
That's what I was talking about, those possession turnovers in your set offense. Cannot have those.
Rollins takes a long two, hits front iron, couldn't get it. Loose ball, rebound, Blakey, or Little Dyke, sorry, kicks it out to Blakey, misses a three. Stevens pulls the offensive glass. Maple Mountain gets a third attempt here on this possession.
Oh, nice.
And Cromanhook somehow gets that one between the glass and the rim, and it goes down.
Oh, he was behind the backboard when he shot that.
Flake tries to answer on the other end, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Spanish Fork right back up. First time, no. Second time, fouled. And Spanish Fork right now, both teams getting a lot of second chance and second opportunities.
Yeah, that's not good for either team if you're the victim of those offensive rebounds.
They get Owen Blakey with his first. First free throw rattles off right there. A 9-6 lead right here in favor of Spanish Fork. Lots of basketball still to come as the second free throw rattles out. We're going to get looks like a lane violation, and I think they're going to get that one against Little Dyke. It's not a foul or anything. Spanish Fork just gets a second free throw attempt.
Hey, Curtis Hernandez in for Spanish Fork.
Free throw good. 10-6. Don's bringing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Wally Averett in. We didn't see him last Tuesday against Springville. Maple Mountain able just to break it in time. A three for Little Dyke, and he hits.
That's a good sign for Maple Mountain because Little Dyke has been under his average for the past 3 games.
Here's Iera, baseline drive, throws it out, sets it up, three on its way. This one's off, and the rebound pulled down by Cole Rollins. Rollins attacking the basket here, goes straight up off the glass and good.
You cannot fall asleep if Cole Rollins is anywhere near the basket. And Maple Mountain, with that, takes the lead.
Iera answers on the other side and says, not so fast. And Johnny Averett wants to talk about it with 2:24 to go here in the opening quarter.
Spanish Fork shooting lights out. They understand the implications of this game.
Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors here on youtube.com/SpanishFork17. We have the Car Guys, the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm Insurance, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, the Driggs Mortgage Team, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter Attorneys at Law, and Two Jacks Pizza. We thank them for making this broadcast possible, and we want to welcome those watching on youtube.com/SpanishFork17. City Council tonight on SFCN. So right here, we're on the YouTube page tonight, bringing you this contest. And boy, we've got a treat so far. Both teams playing well, shooting well. And boy, right now, it's still anybody's game here in the first quarter.
This is a battle. This is definitely a battle.
For Spanish Fork, like Jerry mentioned in the open, coming in with just the one win. That was their opener against Hurricane. So the Dons really wanting to get a region win, and no better team to get that against than your crosstown rival.
And the top of Region 8.
As there's a three from Blakey, and Maple Mountain back up one.
It's going to be fun to watch that Blakey-Argyle battle.
Spanish Fork almost losing it. Here's Cade Olson, pulls up, takes kind of the off-balance jump shot, couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Cade Olson, puts that one off the glass and good.
Now that's some hustle basketball right there.
Both teams kind of pushing the tempo too here in the first quarter. Here's Cromanhook, gets that one in, up off glass over Garside, and it's a 16-15 lead for Maple Mountain.
Those are aggressive shots by Cromanhook. I like it, I really do. Got to watch Hernandez in the corner. He's deadly.
There he's kind of sneaking away a little bit from Blakey.
Yeah, I talked to his dad before the game. And
there's Hernandez for three, and he hits.
Exactly what I was saying.
18-16 Spanish Fork. Maple Mountain right back the other way. And Blakey is going to go, and that one could have been a 50-50 call.
That was a 50-50 call. I can't explain why that wasn't a charge.
I was expecting charge, but
I was too.
They'll get Curtis Hernandez on the foul, his second team foul.
So Curtis Hernandez's dad wants all the ladies out there to know that he's still single. Not only that, don't worry, he gets his looks from his mom, not his dad. So you don't have to worry about him getting old and ugly.
You gotta love crosstown basketball where a lot of people know each other here.
Yep.
And I would imagine there's a lot of friends and neighbors competing against each other tonight. And both the boys and the girls games going on. The girls playing over at Spanish Fork High School.
1 minute left to go in the first period.
Here is Truman Ball, gets it over to Rollins, who sets up the point for Maple Mountain. 49 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Rollins, Ball, that one good. Just a little quick jump shot to tie it up at 18. That one knocked away. Benny Kilpack knocking it out of bounds.
Those are the passes, the risky passes. You got to bounce those or get them there in a hurry.
And now they'll bring back Zach Argyle. So a quick break for Argyle, and now back on the floor right here as Ayera will get a rest here for Spanish Fork. Garside kicks it out. Spanish Fork, I'm kind of surprised in some ways not holding for the last shot. Here's Argyle in the corner, that one off. Offensive rebound for Hernandez, they'll set it back up. 12 to play in the quarter. Olsen with a quick, there's a touch pass to Argyle, takes it to the basket, and then that one goes out of bounds off Maple Mountain.
He lost that down low, and I think it went off Kilpack out of bounds.
6.9 on the game clock here.
But Spanish Fork playing really aggressive, and I like it.
18-18. Here, Argyle with the basketball around Little Dyke with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go, and that's how the first quarter is going to end.
I thought that was
right there. It looked from our angle here, it looked like it was going to be closer than not, but that ends the first quarter. 18-18. Spanish Fork, I don't think, could have dreamed up a better start. We'll head to the second here on youtube.com/SpanishFork17.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport. Paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Start of the second quarter on youtube.com/SpanishFork17. Ryan Pickens and Jerry Huffman here as we get set and ready to go for the second quarter. We found out number 30 tonight for Spanish Fork. Morley Bennett usually wears number 5. We're in 30 tonight. So our apologies for not getting that one in the first quarter, but sometimes late number changes can kind of throw us off. And Spanish Fork, Jerry, had a great start in that first quarter as Flake can't get that one to go down. And really, I don't think if you're Spanish Fork, you could have asked for a better start.
No, I mean, Spanish Fork really doesn't have a problem scoring. They have a problem with letting the other team keep up with them while they are scoring.
Kate Olsen into the front court after the Wally Averett miss.
Shoot it.
And here's Kate Olsen in the corner. That one was long. Kilpack pulls the rebound. And Maple Mountain goes into the front court right here with Cole Rollins. Rollins will set it up here for Maple Mountain. 7:15 to play here in the second quarter. Benny Kilpack into Truman Ball. Ball off the glass.
Got his arm.
I think that's going to be...
That's going to be on number 12, Flake, his second.
That's a big second foul right here. That's been kind of the matchup we were thinking on Seth Kromenhoek. As Truman Ball hits the first, he's got 3 on the night. And now some substitutions. Garside comes back in for Spanish Fork.
Blakey coming back in for Maple Mountain.
And that's a big substitution there for Maple Mountain. And the second one good for Ball as well. Ball giving Johnny Averett some good minutes tonight for Kromenhoek. Getting Kromenhoek maybe a little bit of an extended rest there. End of the first quarter, early second.
Yeah, he was actually working hard out there. Has 5 points or 6 points, but a lot of tip steals, tip passes.
On the drive, Argyle almost lost it, gets it back. Don set it up with 6:36 to play. Back up at the top, Iera, there's a 3 on its way. That one was off there for Cade Olson. And the rebound coming the other way to Maple Mountain.
2 Golden Eagles beat the Dons down the floor.
Iera knocks it away, gets it ahead to Argyle, but the pass just led Argyle a little bit too far. Iera sends it back up top. Morley Bennett kicks it over. Argyle for 3, and he hits.
He don't miss.
Second three-pointer.
Second three-pointer for Argyle. And Dons have the lead again.
21-20 here as Blakey goes to the basket and a blocking foul.
That was a block. I can call that one.
Lincoln Garside gonna pick up the blocking foul. First and the 4th team foul. The officials tonight have been letting both teams play.
They have, and I like that foul. Make Blakey earn it from the line as he gets the first one there for his 4th point. That was one of our keys, is just be more aggressive on defense. You're going to get fouls. You can't take them home with you. You can't trade them in for cash. And now, instead of 2 points, they just got 1 right there.
Morley Bennett pulled down the rebound. Here's Cade Olson. Iera now with the basketball. 5:43 to play here in the second. 21-21 here in this crosstown rivalry basketball game. Garside with it. Dons, this is kind of the first time we've really seen Spanish Fork kind of slow it up a little bit right here as Maple Mountain's been content to play like a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, Spanish Fork has been on paper. Oh, nice redirect by Kilpack.
Garside pulling the rebound. Dons will reset, baseline drive, and I think they're going to say that Morley Bennett was out of bounds.
I think he might have stepped on the end line.
Right there. Great look from Morley Bennett right there. Draw the defenders and drop it to Garside. He just hit the end line right there.
It was a great idea. Threaded the needle, got the pass in. That would definitely have been 2 points.
Seth Kromenhoek back in for Maple Mountain. 5:03 to play before halftime. Tice Stevens, number 21, currently with the basketball. Here's Blakey on the drive. And Blakey throws it away, looking for Kromenhoek. But Kromenhoek had made a little bit quicker cut.
Yeah, Blakey's complaining he got hit on the hand, but as you can see, they're not calling that stuff away from the, if it's, at least if it's not on the shot, they're going to let him play a little bit.
Cade Olson skies high there to get that pass. There's Morley Bennett. He can't hit the 3. Rebound pulled down by Blakey.
Ooh, Blakey went up. I didn't think he had those kind of hops.
Bragging rights on the line between these two. Tonight, here's Seth Kromenhoek. Hits a 3 in the corner. Maple Mountain by 3 here in the second. Argyle puts it on the deck and lost it. They're going to say off. It looks like went off Argyle's knee as he made the cut right there.
Yeah, see right there, I would like to seen a screener for Argyle. Give him, so he doesn't have to always create his own shot. It wears you out when you always have to, create your own shot instead of behind a nice pick.
You're going to also then take some forced shots or some shots that aren't there. Little Dyke kind of trapped, able to somehow dribble through it. Maple Mountain will set up.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get a timeout from Coach Averett.
Wally Averett, number 20. Ball stripped away and stolen.
Pocket picked.
Back the other way. Here's Argyle with the basketball. He pulls up for three. That one rattled in and out.
In and out.
And Blakey pulls the rebound. Back the other
nice.
way. Kromenhoek with the layup, just too strong. Stolen away from Little Dyke right on the inline. Back to Kromenhoek off the glass for two.
Great assist by Little Dyke.
It's a Lance Wilson State Farm assist right there from Cooper Little Dyke.
Little Dyke to Kromenhoek, that's a lot of letters.
26-21. 3:13 to play before halftime. Cross-court pass, setting it up.
Great ball movement by Spanish Fork.
Kicks it in the corner, three ball on its way. Morley Bennett connects.
Great ball movement, found the open shooter. Boom, 3 points.
Maple Mountain may have to make some adjustments. They may have to almost adjust out of that zone in some ways, the way Spanish Fork's shooting. Question is, can the Dons keep it up? 26-24. Blakey back. Little Dyke tries to answer. That one is short. Kromenhoek with the save right to Stevens. And they're going to get a Spanish Fork foul right there.
Now first, I thought Kromenhoek stepped on the end line. And after all what they were letting him go with, you know, he had it, kicked it out. It didn't affect the play, really.
It kind of looked like even Ty Stevens, when he went to save that, maybe hit the end line. I could see the Spanish Fork faithful, what their kind of maybe complaint was. Little Dyke can't get it to go.
Great defense by Hernandez. Straight up. Now he played center for Spanish Fork's varsity this year. So he's not going to move if you jump into him.
Did a nice job there of staying straight up and not leaning at all.
He did.
Cole Rollins gets called for the foul on the reach-in, and Spanish Fork down by 2 with 2:24 to play in the second quarter. They throw it away right there, and that'll be a turnover.
That's another one of the. That's his second unforced error, turnover.
And that's a tough pass to make. That's one that some coaches will say, don't try to make that cross-court pass like that because it's so tough to judge, and you never know when there's someone just kind of hanging out ready to jump at that steal.
Right. It's a long way to travel through the air.
Here's Kromenhoek. That one is off. Rebound goes to Little Dyke, who brought the ball down, almost lost it, but Ty Stevens comes away with it. Blakey can't get it to go. Kromenhoek again with the save.
Nice assist by Rollins. Oh, that didn't go in. Great no-look under the basket pass by Rollins.
28-24 right there. Maple Mountain finding a way to get the crease the lead out to 4. We're going to get the third Maple Mountain foul.
I think it's on Kromenhoek. He's playing a different game tonight. You know, he looks like he has a chip on his shoulder or something.
Kromenhoek came in averaging just over 9 points and 6.5 rebounds a game for Maple Mountain. He's kind of been stringing together some good games the last couple of weeks. That shot's off. Cole Rollins pulls the rebound. 1.5 minutes to play before halftime. Ty Stevens back. Here's Kromenhoek with the basketball over to Little Dyke. Blakey gets it back to Kromenhoek. Kromenhoek with a nice screen trying to free up Ty Stevens. Argyle against Little Dyke.
Great defense, great feet.
It's one of our favorite matchups tonight between these two teams. Down to 1:03 here in the second quarter. Rollins to the basket.
Oh, nice no look.
Kromenhoek off the glass for 2.
Wraparound pass by Rollins, and Kromenhoek has 13 points.
And really the first drought tonight we're seeing from Spanish Fork. Maple Mountain slowly kind of starting to push that lead out to 4 and now 6 with 40 seconds to play here before halftime.
Yeah, they need points right here.
Hernandez for 3, got it.
You cannot leave him open in the corner. He will hurt you.
Comes in averaging almost 3.5 points a game. He's got at least 6 tonight for Spanish Fork, and he's playing I think he's playing like the 4 for them right now, as that's going to be, it looks like a turnover, an offensive foul against Maple Mountain, and the ball will go here to Spanish Fork with a chance to tie the game or at least cut it to 1 with a score before halftime.
Here's quick. You can't turn your head. And then you compound the mistake by just a little shove, getting your second foul.
And now Spanish Fork, I would imagine Jerry's going to probably play for the last shot here.
I think so. And with fouls to give, play him tight. Play him tight. Because if you foul it, it doesn't matter.
Kate Olson trying to get past.
Oh, who's that?
Open Morley Bennett can't get it to go. And the rebound pulled down by Wally Averett, and that ends the first half.
You can't leave Morley Bennett in the corner by himself.
30-27, Maple Mountain on top of Spanish Fork. We're setting up for a classic.
Oh.
We'll take a break. We come back. More high school basketball in the halftime show here on youtube.com/Spanish Fork 17.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Jessica Ellis, Kelsey Gathercole, Lee Nelson. Tonight, we're performing routine Panda, choreographed by captains Lauren Mills and Bryn Belka. The cheerleaders coached by Nikki Kappas, Nina Lamb, and Shayla Fox.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport: paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson, and Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Halftime here at Maple Mountain High School. Ryan Pickens and Jerry Huffman as we get set for the second half between Maple Mountain and Spanish Fork. Golden Eagles lead it by 3. We want to welcome those who are joining us here in progress following City Council meeting on Spanish Fork 17. Great to have you with us. And Jerry, when you take a look at that first half, we just have a little over a minute, so we have to go through this pretty quick. Really, keys to that first half for both teams. Spanish Fork hit their shots. Maple Mountain, maybe they had some turnovers, but really, Spanish Fork really did a lot of those keys to the game that you kind of mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and Argyle has 6, Bennett has 5, Hernandez, who's been a spark off the bench, has 6, so he can always be their third double-digit scorer. They're going to have to keep this up, and they're going to have to keep the pace up as well. because Maple Mountain likes to run.
When you go to the Maple Mountain Keys, what do you like that the Golden Eagles did in the first half?
Well, they were getting second chance opportunities of their own, but they did let Spanish Fork have too many second chance opportunities for themselves. I like that I didn't see any transition turnovers where they're trying to race the ball down court and throw a missed pass. But on the flip side of that, the Dons need to take care of the ball. Every possession counts. It matters. Those turnovers are points, and it's points and momentum, and you can't afford to give up either.
We'll see what happens here. They'll put 8 minutes on the clock to start the third period. Spanish Fork in black, Maple Mountain in white. We're set and ready to go here on Spanish Fork 17. Here for the second half right here. Golden Eagles basketball to start the third. And they go with Seth Kromenhoek, Cole Rollins, Owen Blakey, Cooper Littledyke, and Ty Stevens. Spanish Fork, they're going to go with Zach Argyle, Cade Olson, Ryan Flake. They also have in there Iera, as they'll get their first possession right here, and Morley Bennett as well. As you see right here, Roman Iera with the basketball. Now gets it in the middle, back to Iera. Draws the double team. Morley Bennett for three. That one's off. A big rebound there from Seth Kromenhoek.
So both teams 0 for to start the second half.
And when you take a look, really, if you're Spanish Fork, Jerry, you've shot the ball really well. The question's going to be, can you continue to shoot as well as you did in the first half as Owen Blakey takes it for a layup.
And that was just too easy. He just gave a head fake, open basket.
For Spanish Fork, looking for their first region win of the year, this is definitely one that you would love to be able to put on your resume.
For bragging rights alone.
Driving down the lane with the right hand, Argyle gets it to go. And Argyle hit a couple of threes in the first half. Other than that, a relatively quiet first half for Argyle.
Yeah, he now has 8 points.
Seth Kromenhoek. A splash from deep for Kromenhoek, and it's a 6-point Maple Mountain lead here early in the third quarter.
And 16 points for Seth Kromenhoek.
Making a run at the MVP Sports MVP of the game. Coming up in our post-game show. Here's Cade Olson in the low post. That one is going to bounce down and good for Cade Olson. Back to a 4-point game. Rollins, a pull-up free throw line jumper's off. The rebound tipped back to Rollins, who lays it in for two.
Hey, rather be lucky than good sometimes.
That ball is going to be stolen away from Olson, and they're going to have a foul in the backcourt there against Cade Olson. The first foul against the Dons in the second half, the second on Cade Olson. Not a lot of whistles in that first half. The officials really letting both teams play. But we'll see if maybe in the second half emotions start getting involved. We have a few more whistles here. We'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, usually when a team is 1-11, the coaches have to do a lot to keep them engaged in the season. But they're not having that problem tonight because Dons are looking like a team on a mission.
Kromenhoek with the miss. There's going to be a Maple Mountain foul. That's the third foul on Cole Rollins.
2 quick ones on Rollins.
So Wally Averett will pop off the bench here for Maple Mountain. Averett averages almost 7 points a game for Maple Mountain. So the difference really is a 9 points per game average for Rollins and 7 for Averett. Not losing a lot with that change here early in the third.
Yeah, but Averett will stretch the defense with his 3-point shot.
Littledyke the steal. He takes it all the way. He's fouled on the way up, so he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws.
That's a good foul by Argyle.
And I believe that's the first on Zach Argyle. So an opportunity here. Golden Eagles by 6. This really in the first quarter. You can go back to our YouTube page later on tonight and watch the first half if you were watching City Council. But really, Jerry, this was a first half that really went back and forth. Both teams had leads. Neither team had a big lead. Most of the times 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, for most of the first quarter, Spanish Fork had the lead, and then towards the end of this, or middle to end of the second, Maple Mountain took it over for good.
Morley Bennett drops it to Cade Olson. Jump shot good there for Cade Olson. A nice soft touch. And it's back to a 5-point lead for Maple Mountain. Ty Stevens tries to answer, and no basket. There's going to be a foul against Spanish Fork.
I thought I saw a little arm extension there.
And that's going to be the third on Cade Olson. So now each team with someone with 3, and we'll see a substitution as...
And key players as well, Cade Olson and Cole Rollins.
Curtis Hernandez off the bench for Spanish Fork. We'll give Ryan Flake a rest. Right here, 38-33.
Oh, nice.
As the layup is good, and back to a 7-point lead. This is the question. This is the first time we're seeing Spanish Fork really be down by multiple possessions, Jerry, and this is one thing you mentioned early on. Argyle, the basket
nice
for 2.
Nice spin inside by Argyle.
Can Spanish Fork defensively get enough stops in order to be able to keep this one at least in a manageable distance?
Right, stop and score. But great plays on both sides to up the score, 40 and 35.
Ty Stevens with the basketball over to Wally Averett.
Yeah, Averett's a 3-point sniper, but showed that he can play inside as well.
Averett gets his own rebound, drops it to Little Dyke, and there's going to be a foul against Spanish Fork. And that's already the 4th team foul against the Dons. And this one goes against Zach Argyle, his 2nd. And that's probably the one player for the Dons they cannot handle tonight, getting in foul trouble and having to come off the floor.
No, if Argyle has to come off the court, he's such a threat. He takes up 1 or 2 defenders at least. Make it a lot easier defensively for Maple Mountain.
There's a turnover on the pass there as Wally Averett caught it, but then kind of dropped it out of bounds.
Yeah, his momentum just carried him.
And here's Spanish Fork, Jerry, a chance to cut it to 2 with a 3 or 3 with a 2. Try saying that 10 times fast.
That's why you're the play-by-play.
Up at the top, Morley Bennett with the basketball. Dons moving it around the perimeter. Here's Argyle. Back over to Morley Bennett. Off the bench, Brad Stevens, number 4 for Spanish Fork. Puts it on the floor here, almost lost it. A little out of control, but they're going to get a Maple Mountain foul, and that's going to go against Wally Averett. I think they're going to get him with a kind of a reach. The 2nd team foul against Maple Mountain, the 1st against Averett.
I can't. It looked like a genuine loose ball there.
Dons moving it around. Here's Iera back at the top. Argyle puts it on the floor. Morley Bennett, the tough shot, couldn't finish, no foul call.
Yeah.
Coming back the other way, 5-on-4. Wally Averett tees up a 3 and hits.
That's what he does best. You know, that was a great defensive play because on that reverse layup, he had to double clutch that because I think it was Blakey that had his hand ready to block it.
And Bennett kind of was on the floor, kind of looking for the foul call. Next Tuesday night, our next live game here on Spanish Fork 17 will be the Payson Lions and the Spanish Fork Dons, and that's going to be a big one. Payson coming into tonight, Jerry, was number 9 in the RPI. The 6-1 overall in Region 8. They're the top-rated team in Region 8 in the RPI.
Wow.
They're ahead of Maple.
Know that.
Maple Mountain is 2nd at 11. And just a side note, if the playoffs started today, Maple Mountain would play number 22 Highland in the first round here at Maple Mountain.
Anything you can do to get the first round home game.
The 2nd round matchup looking like it would be Timpanogos. Most likely probably Timpanogos up in Orem.
Probably. When you're on the bottom 50% or close to, maybe you'll get one home game.
I'm trying to remember who 6 plays. 6 would probably play somewhere probably towards the bottom like a Spanish Fork or an East. But I could be wrong. I want to say it's the top 5 teams get a bye. But nonetheless right here, this is a big couple of minutes here for Spanish Fork, Jerry. This is when you really need maybe a quick 5-0 run or something to get this back within 1.
They cannot let this get to double digits.
Hernandez over to Iera. When I say 1, I mean 1 possession.
Right.
Back cut for Stevens, passes it up, back to Hernandez. Down the lane, Argyle. There's going to be a blocking foul, and that's going to be, I believe, on Wally Averett.
That's 2 on Averett.
We'll see. They're going to say it's a 2. They're going to say he was in the act of shooting. And I didn't see where they were.
I can't explain these.
And Argyle misses the first, but it's tough. Usually when you see a blocking foul, generally that's not a shooting foul. Usually that's a ball underneath the basket. I think Johnny Averett wanted a little bit of an explanation. But the big 1 of 2 there at the line for Argyle.
I have 11 points for Argyle now. I'm probably off because I've been really watching this game rather than putting my stats down.
Ty Stevens, right pass. Right there goes to the basket past Brad Stevens. And now it's out to a 9-point Maple Mountain lead.
Stevens versus Stevens.
With the basketball here, Morley Bennett. Brad Stevens back. Argyle looking to do something here. It's Iera for 3. That one is off. Rebound pulled down by Blakey.
Great block out. Nothing but white jerseys there for that rebound.
Deep 3 from Wally Averett. That one was short. Rebound picked up by Morley Bennett. Going to the basket. Bennett now almost throws it away. And here's Hernandez for 3. That one is long. Rebound pulled down by Benny Kilpack. But there's going to be a Maple Mountain foul before.
I think that might. I thought that. I don't know.
Foul's going to be on Benny Kilpack. The only thing I can think of is he kind of created his own separation there.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was looking up the court.
Argyle set to inbound. Here's Hernandez. Zach Argyle comes back to get it. Cuts down the key, kicks it in the corner. 3 on its way. That one was off. Loose ball. Ty Stevens picks it up. Spanish Forks yelling for a timeout. And I think here it's going to be timeout called by Johnny Averett.
So Stevens had the ball cradled and called timeout, I think, himself.
Ryan Kunstler on the Spanish Fork sideline was about maybe 3 steps onto the floor calling for timeout, still pleading his case here with 2 minutes to go in the third. But that'll be a 30-second timeout called by Maple Mountain. And one of those games where we talked about it going back and forth. Let's take a quick moment, though, Jerry. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible tonight.
Hey, we have the Car Guys, Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Driggs Mortgage Team, and Mikkel Thompson Hunter, attorneys at law.
We want to remind you can catch replays of our favorite shows and broadcasts on our YouTube page, youtube.com/SpanishFork17.
I could watch a little Goose in the Wild. Always brings great entertainment.
So
he's a Spanish Fork treasure.
So Spanish Fork finding themselves down for the first time tonight by 9. Maple Mountain a chance to push it to double digits with a score here. Stevens with the basketball. Goes towards the basket. And he's going to lose the ball out of bounds for a turnover.
I think they called him for extending his arm on the drive. Yeah, they got him for the foul.
So that's the 5th team foul, the first against Stevens. We talked about we had a pretty quiet first half with foul calls, 9 here in the third quarter.
I think there were 9 all in the first half.
Inside, looking to try to get it to Hernandez. The ball stolen by Maple Mountain. Loose in the backcourt, picked up by Benny Kilpack.
Got to bounce that.
Ty Stevens now. Here's Owen Blakey going to the basket. Tries to get that one off the glass for 2, but he's fouled in the process. He'll go to the line, and that'll be the 5th team foul against Spanish Fork.
Morley Bennett, I think.
15 foul. Blakey to shoot 2.
And it will be Bennett.
I'm kind of a firm believer. If you get into the second half without a foul, then you're not playing tough enough defense.
As right here, as Garside will come in for Spanish Fork, looking to see who somebody else came in. They're going to give Zach Argyle a rest here. and the lead goes back to 10. And that's kind of tough because there would be some people that would say, well, you don't want to commit fouls, but at the same time, Jerry, it's kind of like you said, in basketball sometimes, unlike other sports, like a holding penalty in football can cost you 7 big points. Sometimes in basketball, it's easier to just commit the foul, make him earn them at the line.
Right, and it's kind of like icing the kicker where you got to get him out of the rhythm. You got to do something to get him out of a rhythm.
Averett there with the miss. We're going to get a foul.
That's Stevens, 2 quick ones on Ty Stevens.
And that's the 16th foul. So one thing to keep in mind, the next foul against Maple Mountain, Spanish Fork will be in the bonus. They'll shoot free throws the rest of the night.
Yep, double-digit lead for Maple Mountain. Just under a minute to go in the 3rd period.
Iera with the basketball here. Don's looking just to try to see if they can get a good shot. That's been one thing Spanish Fork hasn't gotten as many open looks as they had in the first half.
Maple Mountain in the 2-3 defense. So Spanish Fork attacking the high post.
And this is kind of where Spanish Fork had some success, was when Maple Mountain was in that 2-3. But right there, ball's loose on the ground. We're going to get, looks like a foul, and this is going to go against Maple Mountain. They're going to get Blakey with the foul, and he's kind of looking around, kind of saying, hey.
Yeah, so the ball got away from both of them, and Blakey, in trying to get up, kind of rolled over on Morley. I think it was Morley down there. So
it's going to be Garside going to shoot the free throws.
Yeah, that's what it was, Garside.
And now it's a 1-and-1 opportunity here. And they missed the first, but we're going to get, it looks like a foul against Spanish Fork. And this one's going to go against Morley Bennett. That's the 16th foul against Spanish Fork right here. And so now the next foul against the Dons, Jerry, and Maple Mountain's going to be shooting free throws.
Yep. Both teams are technically in the single bonus.
We're going to have a lot of free throws, I think, in this 4th quarter.
Well, if the refs keep calling like this, then yes, they will.
Ty Stevens right here with the basketball. 9 seconds on the game clock. Gets it to Kilpack. Backdoor cut, and the pass goes off of Blakey out of bounds. Blakey kind of pleading his case with the official, trying to say it went off Spanish Fork. The Dons will get the last, well, maybe the last possession here with almost 6 seconds to go. Iera back. Here's a 3. Garside can't get it to go.
Short.
And that ends.
That looked good. That looked
and
really
I thought,
good.
I was like you, Jerry, I thought that was going to go down, but that reaches the end of the 3rd. We head to the 4th. 46-36. Maple Mountain on top of Spanish Fork here on Spanish Fork 17.
If you're looking for a workout, you know MVP Sports is the place to start, and that includes pickleball. MVP Sports has all you need to get active in this growing sport: paddles, shoes, clothing, and the pickleballs. MVP Sports in Spanish Fork.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Need a new car or truck? Come to the guys you trust. The Car Guys are part of the Blue Diamond Auto Group, and they have the best selection of quality vehicles at the best prices for your budget. The Blue Diamond Auto Group with the Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
I'll trust you. Start of the 4th quarter here on Spanish Fork 17. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. 46-36. Maple Mountain on top of Spanish Fork. And if you would have told me, Jerry, with how good of a start Spanish Fork got off to tonight against Maple Mountain, that they'd be down 10 when we started the 4th quarter, I probably would have said, well, I don't really see that happening. But really, that's the tough part when you're shooting well, is can you keep it up the whole game? Credit to Maple Mountain, they've tightened up the defense.
Yeah, you know, Maple Mountain has been playing their best basketball the past month, I think. They just need to break away from their opponent and stop letting their opponents back into the game.
That'll be something to keep in mind. It's been the foul trouble and free throws in both of those contests that we've seen with Salem Hills and Springville. It's welcomed the other team back in it, and there's a foul right away as Spanish Fork's going to the line right there, and that's going to put Cade Olson going to the free throw line. And the foul is going to be on. I
think it's on Kilpack.
They haven't updated the board.
Did they call Averett?
They called it on Averett, his 3rd. And there's Cromenhoek pulling the rebound.
You can't miss the front ends of the one-on-one.
In the fourth quarter, down 10. You want to try to score as much as you can with that clock stop.
Dangerous pass.
Here's Cromenhoek for three. That one was short. Rebound, though, pulled out by Little Dyke. Inside to Cromenhoek, and he lays it up and in. Trying to expect the block, and Cromenhoek just kind of ducked underneath and laid it off the glass.
Yeah, he scored early in the third, and he's been quiet since. But now he has quietly 18 points.
And a 12-point lead for Maple Mountain. Inside, Spanish Fork pulling it out. Here's Cade Olson on the opposite corner. Trying to attack down the middle. Ayera now. The floater is short. Kilpack tips the rebound. Stevens saves it to Cromenhoek.
You know, Argyle, I don't think Argyle got a touch that whole series. I mean, that whole possession. You have to at least get it in his hands as a threat once.
Averett goes around the screen, now gets it over right here. Tice Stevens with the basketball. Here's Cromenhoek for three. That one's good. And Maple Mountain has their biggest lead of the night, and Spanish Fork wants a timeout to discuss.
I think he's tired of losing out on MVP, sports MVP of the game.
He's had the last two games, and this time I think he's just said, you know what, fine, I'll just have a big game for you guys.
Yeah, usually it's been Owen Blakey, but Cromenhoek says, I want this MVP sports MVP of the game.
For Maple Mountain, as next week Spanish Fork's back here on Spanish Fork 17, they'll be at home for the Payson Lions. And as we get into the next couple of weeks, Jerry, every game starts to become big when it comes time for playoff positioning. And in this format now of the RPI, even a team like Spanish Fork, who, if we were to go the top four in the region, their season they would know would end in a couple of weeks. Even for the Dons, each game is big to try to see if they can move up. Spanish Fork came into tonight 28, a 1-12. Springville, though, and Salem Hills still in striking distance. If Spanish Fork could go pull a couple of wins, maybe even a Park City potentially.
I think so. I mean, you got Payson and Maple Mountain clustered right there at the top.
It's going to be big for Payson and Maple Mountain, Jerry, to take care of business against those teams in the 20s. Because a loss to the team in the 20s is going to drop you a lot further than, say, Maple Mountain losing to a Payson.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game, not only Spanish Fork versus Payson, but when Maple Mountain faces them again.
Maple Mountain starting to pull away a little bit here from Spanish Fork. Morley Bennett with the basketball. Here's Cade Olson. Olson in the key, goes up. Little Dyke on the block. Hernandez collects it and hits a three.
Where did that kid come from?
Curtis Hernandez off the bench making a push at the MVP Sports MVP of the game as well.
He's got 9 points, all from threes.
And that's a big shot for the Dons right here.
And if you watch, he's playing really good defense as well.
He's drawn the matchup off the bench on Cromenhoek. Right there, you see it on your screen.
He's got great feet, he's strong. Makes the perfect lineman.
Little Dyke lost the ball on the way up, and it's going to be a turnover. Ball goes to Spanish Fork.
Well, that should have either been a foul or a jump ball. And it hit his back to me, so I couldn't tell which, but when he goes up and something stops the ball from going, that's a jump ball, right?
Especially if the defender had his hand, somewhere in control of it. Argyle goes around the screen, and there's going to be a foul. Right here. We'll see who they're going to get.
They got Kilpack, but give Hernandez the Academy Award on that one.
And now Hernandez will go shoot a 1-and-1.
Because I guarantee you that wouldn't happen in football.
Down by 12, 5:14 to play. Free throws key for Spanish Fork. Hernandez hits the first. He'll get a second.
And that's what you have to do. You have to hit the front end of the 1-and-1.
Every point starts to become big the rest of the way, especially with that clock stop. Only sport I know, as Argyle got the rebound and a reach, going to be on Rollins. Only sport I know, Jerry, where you can really score with the clock stop minus the extra point or a 2-point conversion in football. But I don't really, I mean, I count it, but I don't count it, you know.
Yeah, I think that's 4 on Rollins. If that's who yeah, they gave it to Rollins.
And now they're in the double bonus, so Zach Argyle shoots 2.
It's double bonus.
And the official said it's 1-on-1. It wasn't on the shot, and then he goes, oh, no, it's 10. It's double bonus. The official there smiling about that
now,
one.
if he misses this one, I'd be mad if I was Spanish Fork.
Argyle at the line for the first one. Hits it.
There we go.
Back to in 11, 50, or sorry, back to 10, 51-41.
You can't ice Argyle.
Second one ready here for Argyle. And that one rattled in and out.
And then he misses it.
Blakey hits the gets the rebound.
Come on, Zach, you got to make me look good.
5:05 to go, fourth quarter. Spanish Fork shooting 2 on pretty much any Maple Mountain defensive foul the rest of the way. Ty Stevens goes around the screen, picks up his dribble. Here's Little Dyke. He's had a quiet night, as has Owen Blakey. Little Dyke puts it on the floor. Blakey kicks it back to Little Dyke. Shot blocked. Coming the other way, Morley Bennett used that length as a wide receiver and just blocked it.
He got up there.
And here's Argyle on the other end, can't get the 3 to go. A rebound pulled down by Owen Blakey.
In a perfect world, that shot would have went in because that was a beautiful block.
It's the kind of plays that Spanish Fork needs to make the rest of the way. But the Dons have pretty much been in this one the whole game. Cromenhook over to Little Dyke. Here's Ty Stevens on the wing. .356 to play in the fourth. Averett back to Little Dyke, over to Blakey. Blakey down the lane with the right hand, had the shot block.
Great help coming over. I think that was Stevens. No, that was Argyle coming over.
That'll be the third, I believe, on Argyle. The contact there.
But that's kind of what I was talking about. You have to be aggressive on defense. Don't let them have an easy layup.
And Blakey hits the first right there, pushes the lead back to 11.
Now, I want to be clear. I'm not advocating hurting anybody. But you don't let someone come down your lane for free.
At least without putting a hand up or anything like that, you know.
Right. You know, let them know you're there. Say hi.
Morley Bennett on the high post, guarded by Little Dyke. Here's Cade Olson. He steps in the line and shoots the 2 and misses. Gets his own board. Back out Morley Bennett for 3. That's a big shot for Morley Bennett. Timeout Dons with 3:24 to play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I got that as like 8 points. He probably has more than that. That was a big bucket, getting the Dons within 9.
3:24 to play here in the fourth quarter. Let's take another look at those RPI rankings here, because Jerry, you have a little more experience with this RPI than I do, and everyone in the state's still getting used to it. But really, when you look at it here, let's say Spanish Fork doesn't win out necessarily, but let's say they just pull 2 or 3 victories down the stretch. They're going to have at least an opportunity to improve their playoff opponent, if nothing else.
I think so. But you're talking about, you're still going to be facing someone, what, in the top 5 maybe?
5 or 10 probably.
Yeah. And this is a good team. They just need, I think, a little more refinement on the offensive execution. I haven't seen really perfect execution out of the Dons tonight. We have perfect players, perfect plays from players, but as a team, I haven't seen a perfectly executed play.
They just haven't been able to all put it together at one time. Ty Stevens with the basketball with 3:11 to play right here. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Spanish Fork, and the ball will go to Maple Mountain. 53-44 right here with 3:10 to go. Biggest thing Spanish Fork needs, maybe a couple turnovers, a couple stops, and then they need to turn that into points on the other end.
Yeah, and one of the other things I noticed about Spanish Fork, they take more mid-range shots than any team that I have seen this year. They step inside the three-point line and shoot it. They'll kick it out from underneath, inside the three-point line and shoot it. That mid-range jumper must be something they focus on at Spanish Fork.
It definitely, I mean, it improves maybe the percentage of, you take a higher percentage shot, but we've seen a couple of times, we've seen teams pass up those kind of threes, like we saw, I think, with Springville last week.
Well, I just think if you can shoot from 1 foot inside the three-point line, step back and launch it, same percentage.
Maple Mountain right here trying to eat up some clock. It's knocked out of bounds there by Morley Bennett. It will stay here with Maple Mountain. And right here, that's kind of what you're seeing, Maple Mountain chewing up some clock here. They've taken about the last 30 seconds or so. And this is where no shot clock maybe in Utah high school basketball comes back to hurt a team like Spanish Fork right now.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm a big advocate of the shot clock. You want exciting basketball. You want to see competition. You don't want to see somebody get a lead and stall.
Kate Olson commits the foul right there, the 8th team foul against the Dons. So 1-1 here for Cole Rollins. And I know people that would agree with you.
Well, and with the shot clock, he wouldn't have to foul at 2:16, right? The clock becomes your enemy as it winds down. They have to put up the shot.
Rollins misses the first. Hernandez a rebound, and this is really kind of lets you know the game right here that Curtis Hernandez is having with 2 minutes to go. He's the one that's in there. Iera for three. That one is short. Rebound pulled down by Little Dyke. The ball is going to be knocked away, and Iera commits the foul in the backcourt.
I thought he did everything he could to get. I didn't see a foul there. That was great position by Stevens. Iera looked like he tried to get around him. No harm, no foul. I didn't see a foul there.
And that happened right in front of us here, probably less than maybe 10 feet in front of us.
Yeah.
Give or take. So 1:59 to go. Tice Stevens will go to the free throw line. The officials are
looking for blood. Someone probably has blood on their jersey and they're looking for whoever's the spreader.
Talking to Johnny Averett right here, and I think they're trying to say, I think that it's Tice Stevens. And Stevens are going to, I think, say he has to
change his jersey, I think. They're making him take off his jersey because it has blood on it.
So my question is, Wally Averett will check in, and this is where it could get kind of interesting for a team. Tice Stevens changes his jersey, now runs back in.
Who is that number 32?
I'm going to take a guess that it's Tice Stevens there, Jerry. I could be wrong, though. I guess you never know. But I'm going to add up all the facts that we know and just take a good guess. Stevens hits the first, pushes the lead back to 10, 54-44.
That was Stevens' third point.
Quiet night for Stevens. He comes in averaging just a little over 3.
Yep.
And Hernandez pulls the rebound. Up ahead, here's Cade Olson now. Hernandez in the high post, back out. Argyle for 3. That one is off.
That was a set play for Argyle. I like that play. He was wide open, and he'll hit those 9 times out of 10.
Hustle play. Hernandez back to Argyle. He can't get it to go. Rollins pulls the rebound, and now Spanish Fork almost in a position where they have to trap or foul. Up ahead, Tice Stevens crossed the half-court line, and he'll be fouled right there by Iera. And this seems to be what you're going to see from Spanish Fork, Jerry, the rest of the way is going to be try to get a quick shot, or quick shot. If you miss, you're going to have to foul.
Yep. You can't take your fouls home.
10th team foul, so both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. Tice Stevens back to the line. This time he'll shoot a pair no matter what he does on the first. He misses the first. I think if you're Spanish Fork,
I think that rolled down the bottom of the rim and then came right back out the top.
Stevens 1 for 2 at the line. An 11-point lead here with just under 90 seconds. Timeout Dons right here. If you are Spanish Fork, you have to like a lot of what you did tonight. This really was a game of great growth for the Dons so far. Still the minute 25. The Dons just face an uphill battle, a 3-score game with a minute 25 left.
Yeah, the Dons can score. That's proven. I've looked at some of their stats before. They can score, but it's a lot of individuals creating their own plays, right? Well, what I saw here with that play that they ran specifically for Argyle, the double pick was great. He was wide open. He got a clean shot. Run more of those throughout the game before you get down by 10 or 11. And I think it gets him engaged in the ball game, gets his confidence up, and gets the whole team going.
When you look at Maple Mountain, you and I talked, both of the Salem Hills game and the Springville game, that one thing that Johnny Averett kind of had to figure out if you're Maple Mountain, and that might be a little harsh of me to say, but is the fact of how to close out a ball game. And you're seeing Maple Mountain here the last 3 or 4 minutes make the plays they need to really keep the game out of reach for their opponent.
Yeah, and I think if I was from Coach Averett's point of view, yeah, you're happy with the 11-point lead, but in your mind you think it should be 15. It should be a little more comfortable. It should be, the game should already be won with 2 minutes left in the ball game.
3-point basket there for Zach Argyle. Now the Dons looking to try to get a steal. Tice Stevens breaks the press easy. Now they'll set it up. Here's Rollins, Croman a hook, and they kind of will play almost kind of like a 4 corners type thing. And Iera will foul Cole Rollins.
That's got to be 3 on Iera.
And now if you're Maple Mountain, Jerry, you have to hit your free throws the rest of the way.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't, that's going to allow Spanish Fork an opportunity.
Argyle brings it within 8.
Rollins misses the first. They came with a minute 3. Spanish Fork just needs quick baskets. They don't even need a bunch of threes.
And this is what I was talking about. They should have a comfortable enough lead against the 1-11 team. Now I'm not discrediting Spanish Fork in any way, that you should be able to put your subs in for the last couple minutes of the game.
Argyle misses. Hernandez tries to tip the rebound, but instead we'll have a foul in the backcourt right there.
But Maple Mountain has a bad habit of letting teams hang around, no matter how good they are. That, if Maple Mountain has the lead, then they'll let their opponent get back into the ball game late in the game.
And we've seen them do this a couple of times against Salem Hills, number 23, Springville, number 25. Right. That changes, though, when you get into the playoffs, as Stevens hits the first free throw for Maple Mountain. That changes, though, Jerry, when you're on the road taking on number 6 Timpanogos, or you're playing number 7 Bonneville, or number 5 Brighton. That changes everything.
Yeah, because you can't have a lead big enough against those guys, if at all.
Kate Olson with the basketball right here. A 3 block there by Blakey as Argyle went up for it, and the ball will stay here with Spanish Fork. And with 45.3, this is when, if you're Spanish Fork, you'd like to be able to see someone else take the shot, because I think most people in the gym know right here that it's going to be Zach Argyle trying to take the shot.
Well, yeah, but create a play for him.
Kate Olson step back 3. That one's long. Rebound pulled down by Zach Argyle. Maple Mountain almost doubling Argyle, just tempting anyone to take the shot. Olson can't get it to go. Iera tips it, but he's going to get called for an offensive foul.
I thought he was going to throw that down. If he throws that down, I would have gone out of my mind.
What I didn't know was I wasn't sure I didn't see him go over the back. He just outjumped the guy. That's the part I didn't see. That's the 5th foul on Iera. So he fouls out of the ball game here with 31 seconds to go.
I was watching Iera right there. That was ridiculous.
And right here, so he'll come out right here with 30 seconds to go. Owen Blakey at the line to shoot 2.
Is he a sophomore or junior? Do you know?
Iera, I want to say junior, but I could be wrong. Right there. And
he doesn't look like he's even started shaving yet.
First
looks like a freshman.
First free throw's off right here from Maple Mountain. As right here with 31 seconds to go, that one misses right there. And now it's tipped around right there. And there's going to be a blocking foul called on Owen Blakey. And that's going to send Kate Olson to the line. 57-47. Maple Mountain on top. And it looks like Maple Mountain's going to get the win tonight over Spanish Fork. Don's trying to see if they can chip away in this lead, make it a little bit closer as the first one goes for Cade Olson.
8 points if he makes this one.
Second one good as well.
I wouldn't be so quick to call it.
57-49 right here. Rollins fouled by Zach Argyle, and I think that's going to be the fourth on Argyle. And the 10th team foul, so Rollins goes to the line to shoot a pair. You never know what happens when these two teams play. I mean, some crazy things have happened as Rollins misses the first.
And I think the next couple days, you're going to see the Golden Eagles shooting free throws and running baselines with all the missed free throws today.
Second free throw good, 58-49, and
which is odd because Maple Mountain's usually a pretty good free throw team, right? But I have them about 50% today.
Benny Kilpack will check in for Tice Stevens right here as they blew the whistle. Spanish Fork had inbound the basketball, and they blew the whistle and let the sub in. Cade Olson gets it over. Hernandez thought about it. Gets it in the corner to Bennett. There's Garside off the glass for two. Good design play, it looked like right there. And then Rollins fouled by Argyle, but that's his fifth. So Zach Argyle will foul out. A hard-fought game for Zach Argyle.
Coaches have to let him know you got 4.
I don't know how many points Argyle has, but he came in averaging 17 a game.
I have him at about 16 points, but I honestly haven't kept much track. He might be up around 20 where I thought he should be. But he's had a great game.
Jackson Rees, number 20, off the bench right here. 58-51, fourth quarter. First free throw good for Cole Rollins. 8-point lead.
Keeps it a 3-point possession. This makes it a 4. Wait, no, this makes it a 3. 3. My math is gone.
It's been a long day, Jerry, for you, I'm sure. But right here with 7 seconds to go, Hernandez back to Cade Olson around the Hernandez screen. Olson pulls up for a long 2 and hits.
That's another long 2.
And that will end the ball game. Maple Mountain gets a 60-53 win over crosstown rival Spanish Fork. And a big one here and a big-time win for Maple Mountain as they are able to, again, inch closer and closer potentially to a showdown with Payson for a Region 8 title. We'll come back. We'll have our final thoughts. We'll have our MVP Sports MVP of the game. You're watching high school basketball on Spanish Fork 17.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if you do, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Call McKell, Thompson & Hunter, 801-798-9000.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
I definitely recommend the Driggs team. They're amazing.
Hi, I'm Greg with the Driggs Mortgage team, where we believe there's no substitute for experience. Stop by our office today on Main Street and let us help you get into your brand new home.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
Well, a 60-53 final. Maple Mountain beats Spanish Fork here at Maple Mountain High School. And Jared, when you looked at these two teams on paper, it might have been easy to say Maple Mountain wins this one comfortably. 10-20, put the bench players in for the final 3 or 4 minutes. But really, you got to credit Spanish Fork. They came to play, and the hot start that the Dons got off to tonight really put them in a good spot.
It did. It made Maple Mountain scramble. But they were able to pull it back, pull it even at the end of the first quarter and take the lead going into the half. But it was a battle, all the way down to the end. So
When you take a look at it, I mean, Spanish Fork tonight, if you were to not know their record coming in, you would not have known that this team had won one game all year, because they played like a team, a good caliber playoff team in Region 8.
Oh, they have the horses to go a long ways. Now, can the coaches get it together for, get that team to gel and find out who they want to, or what style of basketball they want to play? Because honestly, right now, it looks like create your own shot, get open.
Saw a lot of one-on-one off the dribble stuff where you saw a couple of sets. We saw a couple in the fourth quarter where they got the layup with about 15 seconds left off a nice little set play there with some screens. We saw Argyle work off a couple of screens tonight, and it worked well for them. And, Jerry, sometimes it's finding that right combination on the floor or on the field to kind of say, hey, this guy's better. I mean, you take a look at Wally Averett. Wally Averett probably starts on any other team in Region 8. But he fits Maple Mountain so well because he's willing to say, hey, coach, I'll come off the bench.
And that's the biggest difference I've seen between I think from an individual standpoint, the teams are matched very well. But Maple Mountain just looks a little more clean as a team. Now, there are a lot of young people, young guys. I think half their starters are juniors. So I think that hurts them as well in gelling as a team. But they got to bring it together soon.
When you take a look at the other side tonight, Maple Mountain, Jerry, didn't get off to the best start. Kind of struggled at times trying to figure out exactly how to stop the Spanish Fork team. They were in a 2-3 zone earlier. Spanish Fork shot them out of the 2-3 zone. But once again, Johnny Averett found a way with this Maple Mountain team to get the right combination out there on the floor. And Maple Mountain found a way to make enough plays at the end of the ball game to really put themselves in a good spot.
Yeah, Spanish Fork has a lot of depth, especially when you got kids coming off the bench like Wally Averett and Benny Kilpack and Ball, and Langford sometimes. Just they have players that can give their starters a break.
Tonight, with the crosstown rivalry, it's only safe for us to go, and I shouldn't say safe for us, but
it's only right for us.
Right for us is the better way of putting that, to go with MVP Sports, MVP's the game from both teams. And really, we'll start first with, let's start first with Maple Mountain. When you take a look at that, we made the joke in the middle of the ball game at one point. The last couple of weeks, Seth Cromanhook was maybe number 2 right there.
Right on the bubble.
Owen Blakey made just enough plays to push Maple Mountain over the top. And tonight, I think Seth Cromanhook, in one way or another, came out and took it out of our hands from the get-go. What a game for Seth Cromanhook.
He says, I am not losing to Spanish Fork, and I am not losing to Owen Blakey again for MVP Sports, MVP of the game. So congratulations for Maple Mountain. Seth Cromanhook with about 18 points and a lot of the intangibles that I talk about. His defense, his hustle play, just getting a hand on the ball, redirecting shots. A lot of the stuff you can't put on the scoreboard.
Cromanhook came in averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds a game. Probably had a double-double tonight. I don't know. Obviously, it's hard for us to keep track of points, rebounds, and everything else. But really, one of those catalysts tonight where if you're Johnny Averett going to the playoffs, you have to like the idea of, boy, I know what I'm going to get from Owen Blakey. I know what I'm going to get from Cooper Littledyke. But, boy, I really liked what I got tonight from Seth Cromanhook. I need just a few more points a game and a few more rebounds.
Exactly, and he got that tonight. Now, there were times when Seth Cromanhook was quiet, and especially through the third quarter, and that speaks directly to our Spanish Fork MVP Sports MVP of the game, and that's going to be Curtis Hernandez. He came in and hit some big threes. But I'm watching out there, and he's manning up Cromanhook, and not shutting him down, but taking him out of his rhythm, so he's not just scoring at will like he was.
We thought coming in that one of the more entertaining matchups tonight was going to be maybe Argyle against Littledyke or Blakey against Kate Olson, and tonight really it kind of came down to the Cromanhook-Hernandez matchup. And like you said, basketball is one of those great games. It's not like a baseball where you, as a pitcher, you need to throw a shutout, or a hitter goes 3 for 4, or a football where the quarterback throws 5 touchdowns, or the running back or a receiver has a great game. Right. You can play a great game in basketball by pulling down 15 rebounds if 5 of those rebounds come at a key time.
Right, and he is a very unselfish player on the court. for Spanish Fork. But what I would like to have seen is he had the hot hand. Why not run a play for Hernandez on the baseline for baseline 3, where he shot. I think he shot 2 for 3 from the baseline tonight. So that's just my opinion.
We got a good one. We got a good one in here tonight. Maple Mountain able to come up with a big win. Next Tuesday night, our next live broadcast here on Spanish Fork 17, a 7 p.m. contest from over at Spanish Fork High School. Payson Spanish Fork. This is a team where if you're the Payson Lions coming in, you look at this ball game, you might be going, we really don't want to overlook this team in Spanish Fork. They're going to keep getting hungry for a victory, especially after the way they played tonight.
Exactly. I mean, Spanish Fork is on the cusp of going from good to great. And I think they just need to work a few more things out. And I think we'll see them. If they get it together, they'll make a deep run in the playoffs.
Boy, it was a good.
I'm calling it right here.
It was a good one here tonight. Maple Mountain beats Spanish Fork 60-53. For my partner, Jerry Huffman, our entire Spanish Fork Community Network sports team here at Maple Mountain, the Golden Eagles get it done 60-53 over Spanish Fork. This has been high school basketball on Spanish Fork 17.
Hey, good night, Tawny.